Previously on Tailwheels and Flying Wires, Project Piet.
What could go wrong?
No, it could go wrong. You smear it all along here, okay?
I want to walk here, I guess. Hi, Yuki. What about to get feelers?
Use the other side, it's got more on it. There you go. There you go. Stop it. Let me farther than that.
How wild was the soft thingy? Well, that kind of gets sticky on my hands.
That's sticky in your hands. Here.
No.
Do this side now. Got it? From about here over. There you go. Turn your stick over. Some more.
It feels like yucky.
Smells yucky. Here. See where all the glue is? Now turn it over and put it on here. There you go. You're missing. The glue's up there. It's not down here. It's at the end of this. Good job.
Let's see this. Hey, Dad.
Uh,
Where's my cuda?
It's right there where you left it. We finally got some spruce in from Aircraft Spruce. So we got it glued together last night, and we got a pattern made up. We're going to trace that on there and make the top curve of our vertical stabilizer. Kind of looks like snot, doesn't it?
Yeah. You're funny, Dad.
You want to put some on? Over.
With the curve finally in place, it was time to cut the gussets.
So I came up with a super simple way of making a clamp for the different areas on the jig. Just a piece of scheduled 42-inch PVC. I cut it down about 1 inch, and a 3-inch deck screw drilled through the middle, and it will clamp right onto the board and hold stuff in place. It didn't put a lot of pressure, but it puts plenty enough pressure to hold a glue joint down. And product. That's what it looks like when it's done. Works really well. It's super simple too.
Bubbles? You. What's your name? Remember your name? What is it? No? Evie? No?
So you don't want to hang out with me?
Want to stay in the garage? Want to stay here? Ride around on Minnie Mouse. Inside.
Here is the gusset all clamped into place with my homemade clamps. I didn't have enough, and I couldn't get this corner to clamp down tight enough, so I had to be kind of hasty with a way to get that very edge to get down really well. It worked. It was pretty hasty, but I just used this piece to really tighten down on that very edge, and it worked just fine. So it's all dried up. We're about to take the clamps off, and then we'll be done with all the gussets. And I finally got in the mail my 1932 edition Flying Gliders manual. It's all about building a Pietenpol. So I've heard there's a lot of good information in there. I have yet to even open it. And I just took it out of the box from the mail, so I'm very excited. So that's where we're at right now. So I'd say it came out all right. I have to round this edge to match this. This will have to be rounded and cleaned up. Chop that little chunk off there. But I think it looks all right. I didn't try and do anything fancy with this curve. I just left it straight. I didn't see the point in getting too fancy with it. I think overall it turned out all right. So we're almost finished with this thing finally, and one of the last things I'm going to do is I'm going to finish rounding this leading edge. I used my router. I put a pretty good round to it. It just needs a final finishing of the rounding top. So what I did to kind of help keep it even is I took an old piece of PVC and cut it to about the radius that I want the leading edge to be. Put some sandpaper on it, and it keeps me relatively honest in terms of the same consistent radius of curve throughout the leading edge. So it works all right. It's a little tedious though.
Finally, the vertical stabilizer was done, or well, at least done for now. There's still a few little odds and ends that will need to be done to it, but that'll be for another day. It's time to move on to the next project on the Piet.
Next time on Project Piet.
So we're going to go ahead and get started on our rudder.
Everything fits really tight.